Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay?
Alright, so welcome back to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. In this beginning of this episode, I'm starting a new session, so I thought, I would wait at the main menu here. It's not even the main menu, it's the Steam page for the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And I'd push play so I can show you guys if there's any new type of, there's an intro thing for the last one. Let's see if there's an intro thing booting it up this time. Here we go. What do we got? What time is it? Does anyone really know? Anyone truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. I think we've gotten to know each other over the course of these interactions. Sure, I've adjusted all the game's settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? Just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. Okay, well, it's 6:21. I guess some settings are just unsettable. Unsettable? Yeah, unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything to the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? I mean, I like the narrator. I'm glad to be playing with him. That's maybe the only information I can really learn about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon. Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. I guess we need to find this settings man eventually. I'll be on the lookout for the settings guy. Or someone related to the settings. So this is the Stanley Parable 2. At the end of last episode, this was what was created for us by Mr. Narrator Man himself. Apparently, we've been told that this is going to be a combination of the Stanley Parable 1 with the new elements that he made, and a super cool intro. And this is really a really cool intro. Like, this is a good introduction. Like, title screen thing. Is it going to go through the door, or is it going to turn? Through the door? Oh, okay, door opens. That's pretty cool. Alright, begin the game. Let's dive into the Stanley Parable 2. The end is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Mm-hmm. That's us.
Stanley worked for a company in
balloons.
a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple.
Where's the jump circle?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sounds riveting.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending,
No.
Stanley relished.
Seems like a fun job. You just go boop, 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 boop.
Though he had been made exactly for this job, and Stanley was happy.
I'm happy playing this game with Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for
nearly an hour
when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
None.
No one had showed up
There's
to
all
give
the
him
balloons.
instructions, call a meeting, or even say
Is that the only thing
hi.
that's changed so far?
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, I got an achievement. Welcome back. Okay. What does that say down there? Is it something core provide? Oh, partition core providing partitions for 56 years. Okay. Oh, it's just, you can use it. Partition core. Yep. Okay. So there's the balloons that I didn't want to choose, but got chosen for me anyway. The Get Well Someday balloons.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Can I pop the
Stanley
balloons?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Be cool if there's like a pop all the balloons thing. I guess we'll be on the lookout for stuff. Oh, the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
There we go. Of course we have to pick. It makes me feel better, right? Oh, there's. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that. I don't know if I like there being just a random barrier right there.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in
Oh.
the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
Oh, so I didn't even know the bucket was magical. That steps. The level of the bucket has risen in my mind. All right, so new content is not here. That's where it usually is. Okay. Is that Freddy Fazbear? What is that? Oh no, it's just some man with Brussels sprouts, maybe? Or it must be like a little paper.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We have the bucket now. I'm thinking we disobey with the bucket.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
True.
But Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
There we go.
Telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Well, then we have to go there with the bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Yeah.
Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself.
This is a great
yes,
place.
Perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Seems
No,
this.
never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
So is this just gonna be like the normal Stanley Parable, but I have a bucket now?
No,
Said the bucket.
Now.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Oh. Wait, am I? I don't think I could get over this before. Oh wait. Guy, oh my gosh, guys, there's the collectible. There's the collectible. I see it. Oh, this changes everything. This changes everything.
You found one of them.
Woo!
One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of
Oh,
these.
I'm getting them
only
anyway.
the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
That's all
you
I
can't
need.
buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I'm glad to get them. I don't need a reward. So I'm assuming I could probably fall down there and die. Let's see what's over here. What do you guys think? I think if I fall, I'm just gonna die, because that's what happens if you normally fall. So let me just go. Oh. Whoa, where are we? What does that say? Bucket, get out of the way. I don't know. Looks like a storybook. Help, help! The striped shirt savage is tearing off my arm. Beware the referee of pain. Check this out. Public domain, baby. Oh, this is I think that's Winnie the Pooh. I saw Christopher Robin and Winnie the Pooh, so they must. I'm so confused. Yeah, which one do you choose? I'm a clown. Lots of cool stuff. Ink is printer blood. It means every time you print a document, it is written in blood. Think of that. Printing is a blood sport. Vegans shouldn't print. Printers are alive. Well, I will savor every moment I encounter a printer. 500 tons of raw copying power. I hear something over there. I hear like an airplane. It's kind of strange. All right, let's see what's over here. Whoa. What's all this? Oh, narrator dialogue. Okay. That's where they store all the dialogue for the narrator? Maybe? Is this more VHS tapes and stuff? Oh.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes.
Is this Stanley's voice?
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. And the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it.
Are you okay, my good friend? I mean, it's a good bucket. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad bucket, but like, is it that good of a bucket?
So differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Wow.
Why everything feels so. What do I do with this treasure?
Share it with the world.
I can monetize it.
I guess you could, yeah.
Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
Millions of dollars.
This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my
This is
back.
getting serious.
Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get...
Oh no.
What's that? Who's there? Camporata.
What? Uh-oh. Gambarata? Alright, note to self, watch out for bucket stealers, bucket thieves. Okay. I will keep an eye out. Figurine Finders Committee, meeting today in the meeting room. Okay, so maybe I go to the meeting room and I can find more figurines?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, we're gonna go bucket again.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms,
Yeah.
and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct...
I'm still going to the meeting room. I'm just gonna cut through.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut through, see if there's anything.
And here it was.
Yep.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no... Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Poor bucket.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting
I
room.
want to go back down here eventually, but let's go here first.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
And I'll check that out too, but first we'll go here. For the collection. Ah, yes. There will be a reward for finding them all. Oh, wait, what? I'm just the greatest. I found the first or second one without even needing to. All right. Stairs, something to do with stairs. Okay. Somewhere with both red and blue. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place for an important person. Okay, so the bathroom is where one of them are. And then the rest, I kind of have ideas, but trust the completionist instinct. Beware the false prophet. Okay. This, oh my god. This seems like, this feels a lot like, Accounting Plus. Like the whole, zoo level. This is what this reminds me of. Did Crows make that too? I don't remember. Why wouldn't they just tell us something will happen in this investigation, in this room? They feel pointless, to be honest. Yeah, I gotta get these collections. I gotta get them. Maybe we are the collectibles. Shut the frick up. To it may concern, I managed to pick up sounds unusual to our regular office ambiances or local audio sources using an array of cardioid microphone, also known as directional mic, a microphone which picks up sound from our particular area. Analysis of the recordings allowed me to triangulate the source of the strange noise. Data shows that, in all likelihood, it's coming from a dark area behind a very warm place. I also picked up what looks like a reverberance off a porcelain surface. Anyone have leads? Alright. Yeah, if the narrator's creating the world for me, he probably created all this too. So this is probably just him leading me to collect them. Alright. Maybe there's one in the broom closet. No, I do not. Can I grab that wrench?
Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
Oh no.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
I guess
it's
it makes
as clear
sense.
as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
I want to give it.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
I can't?
We're getting into name-calling now.
What?
Is this how low the
Oh,
broom
what is it
closet
saying?
is
What is it
sunk
saying to
that
me?
it has to resort to this stream
What is it
of
saying?
petty
Tell me.
insults
Is it
simply in
calling
order to
is
get
it
you
calling
to
my
hand
bucket
over the
mom
bucket?
something?
Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons.
Okay.
But even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom
Oh,
closet has the
what?
gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends.
It would say that to
your
me and
relationship is purely superficial and convenient.
No.
That your life is so banal and meaningless
It can't be
that you'd
true.
feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner.
I mean, this broom's
Well,
looking kind of
never.
nice.
Go on, Stanley. Lay into it.
All right.
Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments.
All right.
Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have
Broom
shared
closet? Me
Go
and this
through each
bucket
of them
have
point
really
by
gone through a lot of
Share
different
your
stuff.
journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your future.
So much,
They've
so
changed
much,
and evolved
so
over the
much,
years.
so much, so much. Broom closet, the one thing I have to say is, you better be watch out. I'm gonna take that broom too.
I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
Okay.
Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate. No more discussion.
Property of Stanley.
Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the
Now it's
nature of
mine.
cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
All right, I think that's enough. Well, now it says property of Stanley on it. That's cool.
All right, coming to a staircase, Stanley and
Oh,
the bucket
what was
walk
it about to say?
upstairs to the boss's
Oh, sorry.
office.
Well, one of them. We're getting more stickers. Okay. One of them said stairs, so let me see if. Hold on. Yeah, I knew it.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
Oh,
Stanley figs.
I don't know about Stan.
What about Stanlerines?
That's pretty good.
I think I like
Stanlerines.
that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Nice. All right. And then I'm not gonna go that way right now. I'm gonna go back up to the office. Because I think if we're going up to the office, one of them said bathroom. So I think there'll be one in the bathroom. Yeah. Heck yeah. Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes. If the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these
Oh.
little Stanley figurines.
We're already gonna
And
revise
I'm
it?
torn between Stanlerines and Figlers. What do you think, Stanley?
Why not?
What name better
Figlies?
encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness
I like
that you
Stanlerines.
get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
I like
Let me sit
Stanlerines.
on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like Stan Lorraine's. Alright. What's over here? Remember this from the last game. You could go in here. Right? I think this just goes on forever, so. And we just come back to the office. So, alright, cool. That's the same. Let's see what happens if we keep going.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds
I know it's
of
5, I'm just
confusion and
waiting.
chaos. It would be with him, always.
Uh-oh.
The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
That's where a fire would be. I
Nor
wonder
in
if-
his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2. But Stanley guessed the correct code.
Yeah, I'm
by
a
sheer
gamer.
luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Could be.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Makes sense to me. Okay, there's another one. I didn't even know that one would be there.
Stanley, you've nearly gotten all of the Figler and Marines.
I like-
Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it.
We already know where the.
We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Marines. None of us can.
I just like figure. Who was Stan Lorraine's? I like Stan Lorraine's the best. Well, I know where the last one is. It said blue and red, and I think the blue and red talks about the blue and red doors. And I think I remember how to get that ending from the last game. So, if all goes well, I should be able to get that last big Stan Lorraine. I'm not saying Fig Lorraine or. Don't ruin a good thing, narrator.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together,
Trying to think
if
how they
not
would-
for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Yay! Wait, can I go back up?
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up?
Yeah, I didn't even know-
When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3.
Really?
I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again.
I didn't even.
The bucket said nothing.
I didn't think you could go back up in the. I just heard the sparks, and so I was like, oh, can I turn back around? I didn't think you could go back up. Alright, number 3. I guess if the bucket wants me.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Okay.
He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and... Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button.
It's
I'm
a great
having the
button.
time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent.
It's a great button.
This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket.
Oh no, are we losing
How
our...
was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator.
Alright. Anything else I can interact with? Okay, guess we're going back over here. I was just curious. I didn't even know you could go up again. Alright, back down.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from
I did
slamming
get a lot
the
of
number
enjoyment
3
out of that.
repeatedly.
I did get a lot of enjoyment out of that.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of
Oh, are we gonna
Stanley's
go back?
mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
I think we should. Let's go.
No, 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 said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3
It means
to
a
me.
lot to
you
me.
and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Hey, the bucket has property of Stanley on it. That means it has to like what I like. That's what being my property means. That's what it means. Bucket, inanimate object, that's what that means. Alright, we're back. Alright.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on
I'm
like
going.
a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion.
It's so
He
good.
wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He
Use
told
my other hand to
stories
click.
through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears.
1,
The
2,
whole
3.
time, he
I'm even
looked
gonna
at the
press
bucket
3 on my
for a
keyboard.
reaction
Bam,
of
3,
some
3,
kind.
3, 3, 3, 3,
Anything
3.
to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
Nothing?
Only silence.
I'm sad to hear that, Bucket.
Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Alright. Wonder if it's gonna... How long does it do this? Like, am I just gonna... Is this like a loop?
Stanley and
We
the
sang
bucket
different
were so
things every
close.
time.
They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
It's weird.
The question caused
You need
Stanley
to put the bucket on my
ruminate
head.
the whole way down the
Bucket on the head.
elevator.
Bucket on the head.
He
Or bucket on
knew
the
that
foot.
There must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
Maybe we could put a 3 sticker on the bucket. Like we got all those other stickers. Maybe a 3 sticker. Do we go back up? I guess we can go back up one more time. If nothing happens, I'll just go back down, but... Oh, okay, here we
said
go.
Stanley, I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in
Oh.
my heart.
What's that noise? What was that?
Decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over. He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant.
Was that a person down
and
there?
why he felt so alive when
There was a...
pressing it.
I thought I saw a
Then
person.
the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others.
I thought I saw a
It would
person
get
down
to
there,
see the
next to
world
that truck.
react to this discovery of Stanley's.
Sorry, I'm
And
focused
it
on the
would
story,
be through
but...
the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Oh, wow. Wow, I'm going to speak to the public about
For
the number
months,
3?
he advertised and marketed his press conference, building
All eyes on
excitement
Stan.
around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
I feel it. An evening with world peace, baby. It's like Peace Day from Invader Zim. That was the Minecraft open door sound effect. You can't trick me. The Stanley Parable Stanley, live on stage. The man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable, Stanley. Nice. Alright. Alright, here we go. Is he gonna do the same closing noise too? Yep. Okay. This game's all about the Stanley Parable 2, but now we're talking all about
This
3.
was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Wow. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. 3. That's the magic number. Yes, it is. Well, it goes. That's the Wait, how does that go? That's the magic number. Right? Is that the song they're talking about? 3-dimensional character. 3-star magazine. Very cool. 3 again, 3 again. The storyteller. Stanley reveals all. His new book. I went to the mind control facility and all I got was this lousy sticker. Narrator error. Nice. Up again, down again. The Stanley story. The dude who came up with pizza. I bet he definitely did look exactly like that. There's a lot of good posters here. Alright. Press conference.
There was no one here.
No one?
Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak.
What?
To listen to him talk about what
Well,
it
the bucket's
really
here.
means
The bucket's with
to
me.
press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there on his arms, indifferent.
No.
And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to
Bucket,
state the
I'm
obvious,
just
that any
disappointed in
sense
you.
of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Bucket, why'd you have to do that to me?